Ankle's feeling really good. The last stage, when I went down to Sarasota for about 10 days a week ago, was to start incorporating the cutting, so running full speed, planting on the right foot, coming off of it. So we started doing that. It feels really good. So the last step would be base running when I get to spring training. But as far as sprinting and everything like that, I'm going all out, and it feels really good. So I'm happy with where I am and how the recovery process has gone.
So was there a point last year at all that you were 100%, or it was always sort of an uphill climb?
I would say around the first 30 games, when I came off the shoulder injury,
Right.
my body was feeling pretty good. I would say I was healthy for the first 30 games, and then that's when the ankle started to bother me. So about half of the games I played with that ankle injury, that was what was going on.
How important do you view this offseason for yourself and trying to make the club?
No, it's very important. I learned that you can't make the club if you're not on the field, so that's been my main focus this year, is just to get healthy and go in just mentally healthy, physically healthy, and everybody's going to get opportunities. It's a good time to be in Baltimore for a young player, so I feel happy with where I'm at right now, and I think I've done a good job getting healthy.
Do you think that you learned more about yourself in the spring training injuries and all the struggles that came after it, or when you came back and kind of got back to yourself in August?
I would say both. 2017, it was great, but I didn't really have any adversities thrown my way that year. Everything that could have gone right went right, and it seemed like the next year everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. So it proved a lot to myself, being able to go through the injuries that I went through, the failures I went through, and come back at the end of the season and perform at a high level even though I was still injured. It just shows that I can persevere, and just mentally it gives me that much more confidence that I can work through those things, and I have the ability to do that. So I've learned a lot about myself as a person, as a player, and how to handle negative situations thrown my way. So I think, if anything, last year helped me with the last little piece of the puzzle that I feel like I might have needed to get to the big leagues and stay in the big leagues.
Do you feel like you're in a better position now as far as the direction the team's going, because they're going in a rebuild and the younger guys are going to be getting chances, that might open the door for you a little wider?
Yeah, so it's a good time to be a young guy in Baltimore, and it seems like that's the memo that everybody's getting. We're going to come in, everybody's going to get opportunities. It's just, can you take advantage of them? So I feel like dealing with the stuff I dealt with last year, just getting healthy and coming in, trying to take advantage of those opportunities this year.
At the end of 17, how close did you think you were at that time to being an established major leaguer?
I think physically, with all of my tools and everything, I was in a very, very close place.
Yep.
I don't think there was much more to try to get physically, and I think that was part of my problem. I tried to get bigger, stronger, and I think I pushed it a little too hard, and my body broke down and fell apart last year. So I'm just going back to the basics this year and just feel good, be able to move, be healthy. But the last stage was just the mental side of it, like we were talking about before. And I think right now I'm in a very good mental place.
Austin, have you had the opportunity to talk to Brandon Hyde or Michael Elias yet? And if so, what's it been like?
I've gotten the opportunity to talk to Brandon Hyde. He called me on the phone before the mini camp that we had in Sarasota, so I got to talk to him on the phone, and I spoke with him today, and I got to talk to him at the mini camp, and he's just saying all the same things. Everybody's going to get their opportunities, so just have fun, play your game, do what you do.
How much of
When you say back to normal physically in the last offseason, you said you try to get bigger. What was this offseason like in terms of training? Did the ankle hinder that, and do you feel like it's more in line with what you should have been doing maybe looking back last year?
Yeah, exactly. There was a lot of emphasis on rolling out, stretching. There was a lot more running this offseason because they're kicking my butt in PT. And a lot of just range of motion stuff. And then I had to work on things for my shoulder and stuff too, because I dealt with those injuries. So just honestly, from head to toe, it felt like I was doing every single thing possible. Anything that I've missed last year, I incorporated it into my training this year.
How much have some of the veterans been able to, assist you in getting your body right and giving you the right kind of tips just to get physically in shape?
Yeah, I mean, big guys are definitely a help. Guys that have been around, because like the seasons that I dealt with last year, the longer you're around the game, the more likely it is you've gone through a season like that, or you've dealt with the things that I had to deal with. So to have those guys around and just be able to give me a little bit of coaching on how to handle those situations or things that have worked for them in the past, it's very nice to have those guys around.
Your mindset going into spring training, if you didn't make the big league club and you were sent to AAA, would you be okay with that?
Right now, my main goal and my main focus is to be as healthy as possible, and I feel like if I'm healthy and I can go and compete on the field, I'm confident in my abilities and what I can do. So my main goal and focus is just to be healthy this year. Do everything I can to be on the field for all the
Thank
games.
you.